Hey guys, so we got our Civil War trailer too. We have our first look at Spider-Man, so let's jump right into it. So here, we have this Civil War logo and stuff. Iron Man.
I ran out of patience.
So we have Iron Man calling Spider-Man. I love how he calls them kangaroos. I think it's pretty cool seeing him do that. And we have the web. The web looks pretty cool. Looks kind of a little bit darker than we've seen Spider-Man's web before, in other movies like the Andrew Garfield and stuff. But if we go slow here, you could see that his web shooters are on the outside of his costume and stuff, even the whole mechanics, which is pretty different and stuff, pretty cool. Makes sense. It's a little bit easier to kind of change the cartridges without having to open up your hand every time, which I think if you're not opening up your hand in front of people, all kinds of people, and he's completely hidden and you never tell, you have no idea who Peter Parker is. You have no idea if he could be he could be any race and stuff, so it doesn't limit him to as a secret identity, which Peter would have. Doesn't limit him to being doesn't limit him to being any race or anything like that, so it could be anyone underneath the costume. So I think I kind of like that, although it does give away that, because it's so form-fitting, does give away that he's kind of that he is a man and a male and stuff. So it'd definitely be cool to see how they do that and see, because it looks like he is on Iron Man's side, to see if he does kind of switch over just like he does in the comics. Which is pretty cool. What's also notable here is that we although we see Captain America get his hands webbed together, we don't see if he breaks out of it. Definitely would be cool to see him, try and break out and then eventually break. Like, see if it's one shot break out of the web, like it's nothing, or if he, it is a bit difficult to break out of the web. Definitely would be cool to see, the different levels of, how strong that webs. If he webs, Black Widow or Hawkeye, whatever one's, I guess Hawkeye, since Hawkeye's on the Captain America team, and to the wall, because Hawkeye doesn't have any powers. Is he able to pull it off? Is he able to, like, if his hand is webbed to the wall or something, can he pull it off, or is it too sticky, and it's too strong for him? But yet Captain America can. A different level of who can rip out, who can just break through is stronger than the Spider-Man's web. That'd be cool to see that. And it'd be cool to see how that kind of advances throughout the show. So here, if we go for a look at the costume, we go slow here. We can see right here that he has the classic Steve Ditko's John Romita Sr. Look on the back there, which is love that classic spider on the back. So the back looks pretty cool. Here we get look at the web shooters, and we go slow. We get to see him, like the look of the legs and stuff. It just looks perfect. Looks exactly like Spider-Man. Looks classic Spider-Man and stuff. Love like the little black parts. And if you look at the webbing up close, it kind of looks like it's indented, like he's been he took like a heat thing and had it like in like an imprint or something like that. And it's been a little bit of indent and stuff, rather than just being like, rather than being raised or just pictured or just colored, drawn on and stuff. That's pretty cool. Although the logo looks great. I love how it's a classic and original Spider-Man logo. I just wish it was a little bit bigger, on there. But then again, it is pretty. I guess that size is pretty much the way the size that Steve Ditko had on his Spider-Man. And then his eyes and his face looks awesome. I mean, it looks like Spider-Man. It's classic Spider-Man, and it looks awesome. I mean, what I love here is if you look at his eyes change as stuff. So that'd be cool to see how they explain that how his eyes do that. And also when he says, hey guys, or something like that, when he says that in the trailer, it doesn't sound muffled like Ryan Reynolds sounded like in Deadpool. So definitely can't wait to see how they do that, if they're going to go with the muffled through his costume or not, or is it so, his costume would have to be so skin tight and so, maybe not sound muffled because it's so thin and stuff, so that it works. But I wanted to see if it, does it get ripped, and how easily does it rip, and stuff like that. Does it get ripped just in fighting? If someone punches him hard, without anything sharp, but just punches, like Bucky punches him, with his arm and stuff, will that rip the suit? Will Cat punch and rip the suit without having to actually be, an arrow from Hawkeye? Does, obviously that would maybe rip anyone's costume, but it's have to be cool to see the durability of the costume versus the how thin and maneuverability it is. Kind of like Daredevil in the first season, how he had that black costume. The reason why he took that from the beginning is because he needed the flexibility and the movement. And so this is definitely cool, especially since if you've been following Tom Holland on his Instagram, you've been seeing his flips and stuff, and how he can really move. So as an actor on set, having him do his own flips and stunts, because we've seen that a lot of us have seen it all on his Instagram, would definitely be cool to have him being really tight suit. Would be easier for him to do his own flips and stuff. Also what I definitely can't wait to interesting to see is, his how long, if it is that tight, how long does it take him to put it on, or can he wear it underneath? Does he wear it all the time and wear it underneath his clothes and stuff? That'll be cool to see that, but that will probably go more into his own movie once in 2017's Spider-Man. So we'll have to wait and see how it turns out there. But this costume is amazing. I think all they needed to do is release this little 10-second clip, and that would have gone just as much viral. I mean, that's what everyone was waiting for. The rest of this trailer is pretty awesome, but it's just Spider-Man. I mean, yeah, this is just amazing. So let me know what you think, guys, about the costume. If there's anything I missed in the comment, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.